kind of the end of an era, but I'm really excited for the next one. Hey guys, it's Cara, aka the Pretty Little Lawyer, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by, and if this is not your first time here, thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, we're gonna do something we haven't done in a little while, and that is a home decor vlog. So I'm back in the office with the infamous bookshelves, and I am going to be doing a little bit of updating, starting with my desk. So if you've been around from the beginning, you know that my office was the first room that I worked on when I got this house because I work from home and I just needed a space to be able to conduct my business. And so my office was my primary focus and my desk was the first piece of furniture that I got. But recently I decided I wanted to have a standing desk. This desk actually held up way better than I thought it would. It's actually a gaming desk, but it's been perfect for my multiple screens and keyboards and all of that. It's given me a lot of space to work with, but I decided I wanted a standing desk, and so that is why I'm replacing it. And that has arrived today. So I'm gonna go get that and set that up.
Anna shouldn't have to excuse such disrespect because mother always did.
Ooh.
All my mommy's back.
I brought my kitchen rug upstairs because it was too small for the kitchen, and it kind of clashes with the color scheme in the office. I love the color scheme of this rug, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of painting, a little bit of furniture updating, and I thought I'd bring you guys along. I'm gonna pop up my inspo photos for this office remodel, and hopefully we can get it done in 2 to 3 days. So my overall plan is to replace this with a Besta unit. So it's going to be shorter and wider because this is not really meant for large items, and I've not put the back on so that I could fit my printer inside, and I really want to use the Besta because it's made for larger items like my printer. So I will be doing that. I want to get a shadow box to house all of my items from homecoming this year. I want to replace this frame. I thought I was going to be able to implement the unexpected red theory in here, but it's just not been working for me. Maybe once I get everything else painted and organized, it might look good and we'll keep this frame, but I'm thinking about a walnut frame. I think that would be really nice with the new color scheme. Let me show you the rug. So this is the rug that's kind of creating the color scheme. I think I want to paint the room something similar to this blue. I am going to be repainting the bookshelves. I'm going to color drench the room, so I'm going to paint the ceiling as well. My standing desk, I had a plan of how to cover the legs. I think I'm just going to leave that for maybe years down the road. With the new color scheme and the new furniture, the desk will kind of blend right in. That was a task. It's because I was being lazy and I didn't feel like taking everything out. So it's kind of heavy to push, but it's in the haul. And now I only have to transfer the stuff one time. This is all incredibly backwards because I should paint before I bring this in here, but I don't know when I'm going to paint. It might be tomorrow. It might be 3 weeks from now. So I don't want these IKEA boxes like sitting in my hallway for as long as it takes me to decide to paint. We're gonna do things a little out of order. It doesn't matter. Eventually, everything will be done. You guys have seen me build IKEA furniture 1,000 times. I'm just gonna build it according to the instructions. It is currently 12:51 p.m. So let's see how long it takes me to do this. I have company coming at 4:15. So hopefully it only takes about an hour and a half. And then I can start getting ready for the brand new Monica concert I'm going to tonight. This is ambitious, but not that ambitious because I'm not painting or anything today. I'm just doing the IKEA unit. So let's get it in here. Minor update, it's 1:15, 24 minutes after I last left you. And all I've done is open the boxes. You guys know I love an IKEA hack. Getting the box open is half the hack. Because why do they feel the need to super glue the boxes shut? Anyway, boxes are open. Let's start from now and see how long it takes. It's 1:15. I'll be back when I'm done. All right, it's 2:12, so it took me, ouch, jeez, seriously? Anyway, it's 2:12. I made it through completely without injury until just now. Took me about an hour to put this together. So now I'm gonna put the doors on. That's probably gonna take me about 45 minutes. It's probably gonna take me like 15 minutes a door. One of them is too big. I like having this much storage though. And I don't feel like I use all my desk space. Alright, I'm hoping this goes pretty smoothly. I'm using the toothpaste method. You guys can't see it probably because I'm using white toothpaste, but I need the screw to go about right here. I'm just gonna check and see if there's a stud right there. If not, I'm gonna use my anchors. And this should take like 3 minutes. Famous last words, but let's see. Okay, so there's no stud right there. So I'm just gonna use my anchors. I love these anchors. If you get a big enough pack, actually I think even the small pack comes with the proper bit for you to use to install these anchors. So everything is included. It's like my favorite thing. I use them for everything around the house, and sometimes I'll buy like the multi-pack with different size anchors, but I find that the gray ones work for pretty much anything I need to do. Probably should put the battery pack in. All right. I'm gonna clean up my mess. And I love doing stuff like this before I paint because once I paint, there will not be any holes that are unnecessary. All right, easy peasy. Wipe the toothpaste off the painting. I always forget to do that. All right. Let's see. Perfect. Okay, 5:59. Not bad. That was the easiest thing I've ever hung on a wall. Yeah, that looks good. It's not too high. It's a little high, but like I said, I'm gonna have it in the standing position more often than not, and I don't want it to be too close to the desk when I have it in the standing position. So, stunner. Stunner. These are the ones that I actually purchased in red, but then someone gifted me that collector set. I'm dropping all my books today, and it's really irritating me, so I'm just gonna... There's a bookmark. Need that. Those are just like my 3 nonfiction books that I own. This is my favorite collection of books. They're all, well, these 3 are a series, but they're all from different authors and stuff, but they're just so pretty and bright. I think this is gonna be on the bookshelf no more. I have been looking for a piece for my living room table forever. It's been in my house the whole time. I think I'm gonna use this on my dining room table. Why do I keep saying dining room? On my coffee table. So this will no longer be in here. And also it was stripping the paint. But I have higher quality paint this time, so that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, this is going downstairs. I kind of want to burn this book. I kind of want to burn that book. This is my favorite series. It's not my favorite series, but I loved it. I love this series so much. It starts with Once Upon a Broken Heart. Super cute YA series. I love it. It feels like Alice in Wonderland. It gives me like that kind of fairy tale feeling. I love these books. I'm very interested to see how the paint held up. It's been 3 years since I did this. I used a Valspar furniture paint. And it was, I think, like their lowest level paint. So I'm actually pretty satisfied with how it held up, but especially on IKEA furniture. I did use the, I think, Zinsser 123 primer. I think it's held up pretty well, but I'm really excited to get a new color. I don't think I was ever really sold on this color, so I'm excited. I can't wait. Gosh, I have a lot of books. Not as many as I thought I had when I built these bookshelves. I really thought I was gonna fill this up like a full library. Insane. Books don't take up as much space as I thought, but I still have a lot of books. It's a lot. Okay, it's kind of the end of an era, but I'm really excited for the next one. So let's say goodbye to the bookshelves as we have known them. Hey guys, so it's Friday. I'm just doing some prep today. I'm taking all the shelves down from the bookcase. I think I'm gonna take the wallpaper down. I know everyone loves this wallpaper. I'll make sure I link it below, but I think it's time for just a solid backdrop, or maybe just like a textured backdrop. But either way, that's coming out, and I'm just sanding the bookshelves today. I'm probably not going to start painting until tomorrow. I'm also just filling in holes around the room. I did my sample colors. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that we've chosen this color here, which is Aleutian by Sherwin. Love it. I'm really excited about getting that on the walls. So I have a little cold, excuse my voice. If the energy is low, that's why. I'm trying to push through because I have to get this done before my guests get here next week. They'll be here. The first one comes in Thursday. She is sleeping in the downstairs bedroom, so I'm still not going to put the books into the bookshelf until Friday. So it'll have like a full 7 days to cure. Well, 6 days, because again, I'm not painting until tomorrow, but long enough, you know, to cure, and then we'll get some stuff on the bookshelves. But yeah, let me show you the guest room. So this is why I have to finish everything before my guests arrive, because one of them is in fact sleeping in here. So I'm just using a flathead screwdriver to peel up the end until there's enough for me to grab and pull off. Okay, and then once I have enough edge to grab, just trying to pull along the bottom, grab it, and have leverage to pull it all the way up. Try to get close to the actual back of the board the further I go up, so I maintain that leverage. Here it's started to tear, so I've lost kind of that full sheet of connection. I stopped pulling from this side, only pull from this side, and try to like round it to bring it back so that I basically pull this off from up here and end up catching this little piece. This is a very small example, but if it happens in a bigger section, it's easier to like pull from a different side to try to get the whole thing off. So now I'll just pull down and hopefully grab that piece that tore. Easy peasy. That was a really easy section. I would probably give this about an 80% renter friendly rating, just because this middle one was a lot harder to get off, but most of the pieces have been like this. But just to couch for risk, I would say about 80% renter friendly. If you could put like a plywood or some type of board behind the wallpaper before you put it on your wall, that would probably be better, because I do think this would like peel paint off. But if you're gonna repaint your walls or patch them up, you can put this directly on the wall if you want. But to be safe, I would put like a plywood or something behind it. Okay, so I'm gonna double reiterate putting some plywood or something against the wall, contact paper, whatever you want, between your wall and that wallpaper. Down here, I was using it on the bookshelf, but up here, I was using it on the actual wall. And I noticed it wasn't really adhered to the wall at all up top. Like I was able to easily pull it off, but where it did stick, it stuck. So if you want a good stick, that's another good reason to put something between your wall and this wallpaper, because I mean, it was barely adhered to the wall at all. And the one little section where it did stick, it like ripped the paint off. And this, it ripped more than the paint off. Okay guys, so we have pretty much fully painted this room. I've got a couple touch-ups to do. This is one coat. This is one coat of emerald, the emerald line from Sherwin-Williams. One coat. 10 out of 10 would recommend, because this was quite the undertaking. Obviously, I wasn't feeling well. I didn't feel like painting for 42 hours. So one coat was great. Now, I did get the emerald semi-gloss for the doors and trim. It's still great paint, but it did require 2 coats. That might just be like a finish thing. I don't know, I'm not an expert. But I will say the satin, one coat. Fantastic. So I do have a lot of touching up to do on the trim around the room. Why are you guys in my face? I do have a lot of touching up to do on the trim around the room, but yeah, everything is pretty much painted. You guys might not remember this color if you don't follow me on Instagram, but this was one of the contenders for the color in my bedroom. And it was too dark for that, but I got some paintable wallpaper. So I'm gonna wallpaper the back of this bookshelf and then paint it this contrasting burgundy color that is gonna play really well with the rug. So I'm super excited about that. It's getting late at night. It's also like the part of the project where I'm a little discouraged because I just don't feel like I like the way it's going, but I don't even know if I'm in frame right now. I don't think I am. So yeah. I love the paint in the room, but the bookcase I don't really like. But we're just gonna trust the process. So let's keep going. Okay guys, for the back of the bookshelf, I finally figured out what I wanted to do. I'm gonna be using this Scott Living pre-pasted paintable wallpaper.